Everyone in town thinks Sal Singh killed Andie Bell. He died days later, an apparent suicide. The case was closed, but her body was never found. Now, 5 years later, it's being reopened. All right, the story starts with Pip, a 17-year-old senior year student already drowning in deadlines and college apps. And what does she pick for her graduation project? A scrapbook? A science fair volcano? Nope. She decides to solve a 5-year-old murder case. Easy. Technically, the case is closed, but Pip doesn't buy it, because unlike the local police department, she believes in basic investigative skills. So instead of rewatching Gilmore Girls like a normal teenager, she starts digging through files, alibis, lies, and whatever secrets people thought were safely buried. The victim? Andie Bell, a high school student who is basically a walking Tumblr aesthetic. The accused? Her boyfriend, Sal Singh, who supposedly killed her, and then himself. Open and shut, right? Except for one slightly important detail. They never found Andie's body. Which is weird, because dead girls don't just get up and walk away, usually. First stop on Pip's unofficial murder tour, the Singh household. Ravi Singh, Sal's younger brother, still walks around with the fun little label, murderer's sibling. Great for college applications, not so great for literally everything else. He opens the door looking like he's expecting a Girl Scout, not a wannabe detective with a notebook and unsettling levels of determination. Pip's like, "Hi, I'm here to reopen your brother's murder case." "For school," Ravi is like. "Is that normal where you go to school?" Pip explains. Ravi listens. And somewhere between, "I don't think Sal did it," and "your town's cops are trash," and he's in. Because if someone offered you a shot at clearing your brother's name, wouldn't you take it? Next lead, Andie's dad, Jason Bell. According to Ravi, he and Andie had a relationship best described as emotionally unstable with a side of passive aggression. So Pip does some digital digging. She finds old videos of Jason Bell, referring to his daughter in the past tense. Dads don't usually refer to their missing daughters in past tense, unless they know something, or they suck at grammar. Suspicious? Very. She's not done yet. Next up, Naomi Ward, one of Sal's close friends. One of those, I'm not involved, but I know things types. Pip. How close were you and Andie? Naomi. She wasn't exactly easy to love. Oh, and bonus twist, Naomi was secretly in love with Sal. Drama alert. So Pip adds Naomi to her growing persons of interest list, right between suspicious dad and maybe murderous ex-bestie. Next up on Pip's tour of useless witnesses, Max Hastings, former friend of Sal, now professional red flag. When Pip asked about Andie, he delivered the most generic line in the history of dodging questions. Honestly, I didn't know her that well. Translation? I'm just here for the vibes and probably hiding something shady. Pip mentally added him to the list of people she'll definitely circle back to when this whole thing starts getting darker. Spoiler, it does. Still hungry for actual answers, Pip hunted down Andie's high school besties, Emma Hutton and Chloe Birch. Emma was the chatty one. Maybe too chatty. According to her, Andie was gorgeous, magnetic, and occasionally acted like Regina George with a personal vendetta. Emma also casually mentioned that Andie had a habit of treating her younger sister Becca like emotional garbage. Fun little detail. The night Andie disappeared, she was supposed to be at home watching Becca, who'd been self-harming. Pip's internal red flag factory was working overtime. Oh, and Emma also mentioned that there was the suspicious stash of cash Andie kept hidden like she was planning an escape or starting a cult. Totally normal high school behavior. Next on Pip's list of people being vague on purpose, Chloe Birch. When Pip asked if Andie was seeing someone else while dating Sal, Chloe immediately entered vague mode like she was auditioning for a witness protection program. Chloe. I mean, I don't know who it was. Cool. Super helpful, Chloe. Gold star for effort. Since Chloe was clearly holding out, Pip upgraded to next-level sleuthing. Translation? She catfished her. pretending to be Emma via text, because what is morality when you have a burner number and a mission? Anyway, where were we? Yes, the texting. So, hey, it's Emma, new number. By the way, did you figure out who Andie was seeing on the side? Chloe, hey, and nope. But she said he was older, rich, secretive, the usual bad idea package. And just like that, Pip hit the gossip jackpot. 2 bombshells. 1, Andie wasn't the sweetest girl she pretended to be. 2, Andie told her friends she was seeing an older guy. Older, secretive, possibly loaded, possibly lethal. So yeah, maybe the cash stash wasn't just for skincare and iced coffee. Maybe she was planning a getaway. Or maybe the older guy got nervous and made her disappear. Speaking of Jason Bell, aka Mr. Midlife Crisis, turns out he was known for his affairs. Could he have been Andie's mysterious older guy? Sugar daddy status? Possible. But plot twist incoming. While camping with friends, because nothing says murder investigation like s'mores and sleeping bags, Pip finds a note, just chillin' in her bag. It reads, "Stop digging, Pippa." Classic horror movie energy. Her reaction? Meh. 10 out of 10 for effort, anonymous stalker. But Pip's too stubborn and honestly too caffeinated to be scared off now. Then Jess, a girl who Andie used to bully, dropped a bomb. Jess, smirking. Max and Andie used to date, didn't you know? Cue Pip's jaw detaching from her face. Max Hastings, Mr. I barely knew her, wasn't just lying, he was straight up auditioning for a Lifetime movie villain. When Pip confronts him, the truth comes out. He wasn't just Andie's ex-boyfriend, he was also her client. Turns out, Andie was selling him drugs. That explains the sketchy cash pile. But it gets worse. Max wasn't just partying. He was using those drugs to spike drinks and sexually assault girls at parties. And suddenly, Andie's secrets weren't just messy, they were dangerous. As if Pip didn't already have enough red string on her murder board, she gets a text from an unknown number. Back off. Real original. And honestly, if anonymous threats came with grammar, Pip might take them more seriously. Flashback time. Let's break down the timeline that got Sal Singh labeled a killer in the first place. Friday, 10:40 p.m. Andie Bell is last seen by her sister Becca. At that same time, Sal is supposedly chilling with his friends at Max's house. Classic teenage alibi. Pizza, video games, and light homicide denial. The next day, Sal tells police he left Max's house at 12:45 a.m. and claims he had no idea Andie was missing. His friends back him up. Loyalty or coordinated lying? Fast forward to Tuesday. Plot twist. The same friends call the police and change their story. New version. Sal left at 10:15 p.m. According to them, he told them to lie because it looked bad. Looked bad? Sal, honey, that's not bad. That's suspicious on fire, doing a cartwheel. That same morning, Sal sends a text to his dad's phone. "I'm sorry, it was me." A confession? A setup? A message someone else typed? Pip doesn't know yet. What she does know? Later that day, Sal's body was found in the woods. They called it a confession. Pip calls it the first lie, and part 2 is going to prove her right.